guys ready to read some books with me? Okay, first we're going to review some of the literary terms that we know. So this part right here of my book where all the pages meet, that's called the spine. That's right, that's called the spine. And the front and the back, the outside of my book is called the cover. Very good. The name of my book is the title. That's right. And the person who writes the book, the person who writes the story is the author. And the person that draws the pictures, what is that called? The person who draws the pictures is called the illustrator. Very good. And what about the people in my book? So it might be people or animals, who the book is about. What is that? What are those people called? They're called characters. That's right. And this one is super tricky. We've been having a hard time with this one. Where does my story take place? Is it inside? Is it outside? Is it at a farm? Where does the story take place? That's called the setting. Very good. And we are going to learn a new one today because you guys have been asking for a while to learn a new one. So our new word today is predict. Can you say that? Predict. We can also say predictions. And what that means is if we are going to predict, that means we're going to make a guess about what's going to happen in our book. So if I'm going to make a prediction, the title of the book we're going to read is called Pete the Cat, A Pet for Pete. So let's think, let's make a prediction. Let's make a guess. What do you think this book is going to be about? I don't know. Predict. Predictions. What do you think? Okay, there's our new word. Let's read our book. It says, Pete the Cat, A Pet for Pete. Pete is going to the pet store. He is going to get a pet. Pete wants a bird, a hamster, or a lizard. But then Pete sees a goldfish. That's what I want, he tells his mom. Pete's mom gets fish food. I'm going to call you Goldie, Pete says to his new pet. You are my first pet, Pete tells Goldie on the way home. Pete takes Goldie to his room. He feeds her fish food. Now what? Asks Pete. He can't play with Goldie. He can't swim with her. Pete knows what to do. All right, make a prediction. What do you think Pete is going to do with his fish? Make a prediction. Predict, that means make a guess. Remember, we're going to guess. What do you think will happen next? Pete paints a picture of Goldie. He paints 4 fins and an orange tail. What a pretty painting, says Pete's mom. You can keep it, says Pete. Cool painting, says Bob. Can you make one for me? Sure, says Pete. Pete paints a picture for Bob. Wow, says Bob. It looks just like Goldie. Do you think it looks just like Goldie? Bob shows Pete's painting to his friend Tom. Now Tom wants a painting too. Pete paints another picture of Goldie to take to school for show and tell. Look, they have show and tell just like we do. This is Goldie, my pet fish, he tells the class. Cute fish. Cool colors. Nice work. I wish I had a picture of Goldie, says Benny. I will make you one, says Pete. Everyone in Pete's class wants a painting of Goldie. All right, let's make a prediction. What do you think is going to happen? Is he going to paint a picture for every person? I don't know. Pete's grandma wants a painting too. Pete has a lot to do. He has to feed Goldie. He has to do homework. His homework is math homework. Let's see if we know any of these. It says 2 plus 2. What's 2 plus 2? How many is that? You guys are smart. You know the answer. Pete paints and paints. He makes paintings for everyone on his list. At last, Pete is done. He worked hard. There is no paint left. He used all of it. That's a lot of paint. Pete's paintings are a big hit. Pete is happy to be done. But Pete is not done. Now everyone in town wants a painting of Goldie. Do you think he's going to paint one for everybody in town? I don't know. That's a lot of people. Pete gets more paint. I don't know what to do, he says to his mom. I wish I could paint pictures for everyone. I just don't have time. What could they do? Pete's mom has an idea. She tells it to Pete. Great idea, says Pete. Pete gets right to it. This time he works outside and makes a huge painting. Do you see how big the picture is? There's Pete, and his picture is way bigger. Honk, honk, beep, beep. Here comes Pete. He has made one painting of Goldie for everyone in town to enjoy. Oh, that's pretty smart. Do you see they attached it to their car? And then when he drives around town, everybody gets to see it. What a great day. When Pete gets home, he tells Goldie all about it. And that is the end. All right, and then I picked out a book that you guys love and you always ask me to read because you think it's silly. So it's a little one. Do you guys remember this book? Row, row, row your boat. Okay, remember, it has words in it that rhyme, and that means they sound the same at the end. So I bet you guys can fill in the last word for me because you guys think it's silly and we read it a lot. Are you ready? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. If you see a crocodile, don't forget to scream. Would you scream if you saw a crocodile? I would scream. Row, row, row your boat bravely in the dark. Take a light to help you see in case you meet a shark. That's right. Okay. Row, row, row your boat swiftly through the trees. If you meet a grizzly bear, give him a big squeeze. Row, row, row your boat through the ice and snow. Watch some penguins skate and slide, then join their funny show. All right, last one. Row, row, row your boat far out to the sea. Don't forget to come back home just in time for tea. Or hot chocolate. We like hot chocolate, right? Let's have hot chocolate. And that is the end. All right, I want you to make sure that you are doing a lot of playing at home. We should be playing with magnet tiles and Legos and cars and princesses, and use your imagination, okay? You could ask your brothers and sisters if they want to play with you. You could ask your mom or dad if they want to play with you. But remember, we learn a lot when we play, okay? So you can do some of the things that I sent for you to do. You can play, you can paint, you can draw. Just make sure you ask your mom before you pull anything out. And I want you to remember to be a big helper for your mom, okay? I miss you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.